a product manager, their job is to figure out the customers that are purple. What did they believe about you and your business to become a purple customer? And in software, we call this analyzing the clickstream analysis. You want to figure out, of the customers that are purple, what do they all have in common? What features do they use? The green customers, what's true? What did they do in the first session, the 15-day session, the 30-day session? What did they do to become a purple customer? So all John Taffer said is, let's build a system to take somebody from a first-time customer, turn them into a raving fan. It's not complicated. We're using colors and napkins and free this and free that. And all of a sudden, when you're a new restaurant and you want to not go out of business, you follow that strategy. How does this apply to you? I think there's 3 stages of being successful with a customer, right? First one is activation, okay? Somebody comes into your world, they buy from you, you gotta activate them. They gotta become active in your world. Second is engagement. How do we get them to use more, okay? And again, some of you guys have retail stores or shops or whatever, but this concept's the same. It's a consumption problem, right? And then the third is renewals. How do I get them to keep buying year after year after year? So like on the activation side, one of the things that you can do through automation is literally send a welcome video as you to the customer, fully optimized and customized using AI. Did you know that? Okay? There's a platform called Vidyard, Vidyard, that will do this for you. It'll take your video, and you can have it plugged into your CRM, and it will send an email, and it will welcome them. It'll be hyper-customized and personalized. The other thing that I like is the idea of a quick win, okay? Quick win. So what I've discovered is people are most excited about your thing when they first start. If you want them to do anything hard, get them to do it right out of the gate. When I have my fitness program, the first thing I made people do, does anybody remember? 16-day cleanse. Why do I make them do a 16-day cleanse? Because it's really fucking hard. And your average person drops 14 pounds in 16 days. If I can get you to get a quick win right out of the gate, then I earn your ability and trust to do the rest of the program. Most people they don't take advantage of this, okay? So right out of the gate, if you know, like Facebook knows, if we can get you to connect with 10 people you know on Facebook, you're gonna use the product every day. So right out of the gate in the onboarding, they say, hey, how do I get you to find 10 of your friends on Facebook? If I get you connected and they request and accept that friendship, you're going to keep using the platform because there's going to be content there for you to engage with. Quick wins are the big thing. How do you figure out what the quick wins are? Ask the customers. You literally just ask them. What are the first few things, the best ones, the best customers, the purple customers, the green customers? What did you do that made you fall in love with our business right out of the gate? If you know they bought 2 dresses instead of 1 dress, try to get them to buy 2. Maybe you give them a free second dress because somebody buys 2 dresses, most likely to buy 10. I need them to buy 2. Does that make sense? Say yes. Quick wins. Second level is active workflows, engagement. Active workflows. Okay, so there's all these tools for automation, right? There's Zapier and N8N, and back in the day there was Confusionsoft. Anybody was a customer of Confusionsoft? HubSpot, but they all have workflows. They all have the ability for you to tag a person in a state and get them to complete something. So the cool thing about being in the software world is I realize there's different swim lanes, different experiences, text messages, emails in the product, prompts in the product. You ever log into a software and there's a message that popped up? Those are all different communication ways that the product can get you to use more of the product based on what you've already set up. So active workflows is understanding, okay, maybe you did this thing and you won, but the next logical thing is for you to do this, and next time you log in, it literally asks you, hey, do you want to set this up? Have you guys ever seen these screens pop up in your software? You know, you install the new operating system on your iOS, and it's like, oh, do you want to set up Siri? You want to set up this new feature? Those are called active workflows. They're workflows that monitor what stage you're at and prompt you to go to the next stage, to the next stage, to the next stage, to automation. Margie, when you say, well, how do I get a customer success person to do all this? You don't. You set up automation. Customer success people should only do the things that people need to do. A lot of this stuff they don't need to do if you just document and instrument it. Level 3 renewals is the gap analysis. People are like, how do I get people to buy more stuff? Do the same thing you did when they bought the first time. If somebody's up for renewal in any circumstance or situation, that call is a sales call. And you just go through the same sales call. Most people, they're like, their renewal process is like this. Do you want to extend? You could, and maybe 5% are going to renew, or you could be like, hey, when you started working with us, what were your goals? This. How did you do towards those goals? I didn't do very good. Oh, no. Well, when I looked at your account, it seems like you didn't use the thing. Yeah, I know I got busy. Oh, how often are you going to be busy in your life? Do you really want to hit these goals? Gap analysis. Get them to buy again. For me, this is the game changer, is understanding what are the quick wins, what are the workflows we can automate, and how do I have that conversation with customers so I can get them to stick around even longer. Real quick, you've made it to the end. Let me tell you what I know about you. You're not somebody that's looking to do shelf help. You're not somebody that's just doom scrolling on social media. You're here because you want to build a real business, and you're sick and tired of not getting the real insights to grow inside your business. So I want to help you avoid all the pain trying to figure this out the hard way like I did it. That's why I put together everything I've ever learned into the Scale Workbook. It's the internal document that I use with every founder I work with that turns a chaotic business into a money-making machine. And teaching you all of this without burning more hours. It's totally free. The link is in the description, or you can just scan the QR code on the screen because I'm here to help you build your empire.